Welcome to Vinyasa Sculpt. It's a 45-minute class. We're going to get hot and sweaty real fast. So please take this at your own pace. Glad to see that Katie's partner's joining us. Hello. And let's get started in extended child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch at the bottom of your mat. Spread your knees out nice and wide and slowly melt your upper body down to the ground, making connection with your forehead to the mat. Spread your fingers out nice and wide and long in front of you and reach forward with your arms without putting too much stress in your shoulders. As we ground down here, just begin to bring your attention to your breath and your body. Throughout class, we're going to be focusing a lot on our breath, power breaths, powerful exhales, and also heating up our body through our ujjayi breath, with sealing our lips at the top and bottom of each breath. If you ever get overheated in class, I invite you to have a seat on your feet, keeping your head above your heart. You're also welcome to take child's pose whenever needed. This is your home base. Again, this class is fit for every body, and your body changes from day to day, hour to hour, so take what feels good for you. All I'm offering is a series of suggestions. And let's begin. Slowly keeping your lower body where it is, come up onto your hands in this weird frog-like position. Spread your knees out even wider, so much so that your butt kind of pops up off of your heels. And you feel a beautiful sensation in between your thighs. And maybe rock slowly back and forth, slowly opening up your inner legs. This is a pretty intense beginner's posture for the class, beginning posture. So take it nice and easy. Can you sink a little deeper? And connect back to your breath. Nice. From here, slowly close your knees and have a seat on your heels. Inhale up to mountain pose, your arms rise, shoulders down, pinkies in, triceps engaged. Exhale, drop your right arm down your back and grab your right elbow with your left hand for a nice tricep stretch. Hold it here. We'll start off class nice and slow and begin to slowly creep it up. I sweat immediately, regardless of where or how we start. And then switch it out. Bring left arm down your back, right hand grabs left tricep. And just pull ever so gently. Engage your core, make sure you're not duck butting. And the release, both hands down to the ground, twisting to the right, bring your right arm to behind you and use your left hand to push away from your right thigh or knee. So you're opening up to the right side wall. Keep moving that right shoulder back, maybe even look behind you. This is a beautiful spinal twist. Can you get even deeper? Can you sit up even taller? And then switch it out. Clockwise or counterclockwise to the left. Bring your left hand behind you and twist. My back always cracks here. Can you get a little deeper? A few more seconds. And then release, coming up to tabletop pose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Let's do a few wrist stretches. So flip your palms or twist your palms to facing the long edges of your mat. So your wrists are facing each other and your fingers are facing the long edges. And then rotate back and forth, left to right. Slowly opening up your wrists. If this feels really good to you and you're very open in your wrists, take another 90-degree turn so your fingers are facing your knees this time, and you can rock vertically, opening up even deeper. It's very important we give our wrists some love. They often go pretty neglected, even though we spend so much time in yoga, in plank pose, down dog, and flip them. So your fingers are facing each other, your palms are up, and then rock either in circles or however feels good for you. This is the most intense. If this feels even better for you, flip them 90 degrees to face your knees. Again, there are a million options here, guys. This is really just whatever gets your wrists nice and open, nice and easy. And then come back into a neutral tabletop. Hopefully your wrists are nice and open. And let's take a few cat-cows. Inhale, see the ceiling, stick out your butt. Exhale, round forward, look between your thumbs, push away from your hands. Inhale, up to cow pose. Exhale, round to cat. Take a few of these on your own time. Again, the goal here is to open up your core, your back. Maybe stay in one posture or another. If it feels extra juicy, you need some more love there. And then whenever you feel decently open, find a neutral tabletop pose. Preparing for bird dog crunches. Extend your left arm long, and then extend your right leg long, flexing those toes. Inhale here, get nice and tall. Exhale, round forward, knee to elbow, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Extend, crunch. Extend, crunch. Take these on your own time. Make sure your right shoulder stays over the wrist. Just warming up our core here, getting in a little cardio. Yes, you can. Make sure you get into each expression fully before you move on to the next. Just for 4, breathe, 3, 2, tabletop, and 1, tabletop. Neutralize your spine. Extend your right arm long. Left leg kicks back, flex the toes so your leg is nice and straight. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Reach, crunch. Extend, bend. Extend, bend. Nice. You guys are doing great. Again, make sure that left shoulder stays over the left wrist. Just isolating these movements to your moving limbs. Whew. This feels really good. Getting that cardio in. Here we go. For 4, 3, tabletop, and 2, and 1, tabletop. Here we go. Curl your toes under and hover your knees 2 inches off the ground. Stay here. This is a lot for the core. If you are looking for an insane challenge, option to take bird crunches with the knee hovered. What does that look like? Extending your left arm long and then extending the right toes long, keeping the left knee hovered off the ground. Let's take 4 on each side. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, that's 1. I'm gonna fall out of it. Here we go, 2. Yes, you can. 3. Let's do 5, 4, and 5. Set it down, keep the knees hovered. Let's try the right side now. Extend your right arm long. Left leg kicks back, right knee's hovering. We're here for 4. Actually 5. 4. Here we go. 3. Yes, you can. 2. And 1. Set it down. Hover your knees just for a few more seconds. Yes, you can. Breathe it out here. Just for 4. 3. Step back into high plank in 2. And 1. Step back, high plank. Hold it. My shoulders are killing. It's okay. Your core can be heating up. This is all encouraged. For 4, 3, downward facing dog in 2, and 1. Step it back, downward facing dog. Your hips rise, heels fall. Take your dog for a walk by sending one heel low, one heel high. Breathe it out. Open breath exhales here. open mouth, if that feels good. When you feel a little more open in your calves, find stillness. I like to keep a little bend in my knees so I can press away from my hands. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Release the neck muscles. I love down dog. We could stay here forever. From here, we're moving into dolphin pose, keeping everything where it is. Slowly bring your elbows down to the ground. So your forearms are down, but the rest of your body is in downward facing dog. This is dolphin. We're going to take a few dolphin push-ups, which means going from dolphin, the pose we're in now, to downward facing dog, the pose we were in before. So we're in dolphin, and then rise up to downward facing dog, lifting the elbows and straightening them. Down, dolphin, rise, down dog. Down, rise, down, rise. So you're really using your hand grip here just to engage your shoulders and your forearms. Your arms should be heating up. If not, go a little faster. We're here for 4. Yes, you can for 3. Downward facing dog in 2. And 1, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale through your hands. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat. Toes to touch. Forward fold. Taking a generous bend in your knees. So much so that your chest can almost hit your thighs. This is an amazing hamstring stretch. Breathe nice and deep here, releasing some of that energy that we just built up. Whew. Nice. Toes to touch. On your inhale, slowly rise up to chair pose. So sink your butt close to the ground. Bring your arms above your head like you're in mountain. Engage your core. You don't want a duck butt here. It's not about making your butt look nice. It's about rounding in. So engage your core for a flat spine. Whew. Can you sit a little lower here? Yes, you can. Take a peek at your toes. Can you see them? If not, bring more weight into your heels and bring your knees back a little bit. Nice. From here, slowly inhaling, rise up to mountain pose, straightening out your legs. Arms kind of stay the same. Inhale. Exhale, baby back bend. Bring your arms, your elbows in line with your shoulders. Stick out your hips. Feel this amazing stretch in your core, in your chest. Inhale, back up to mountain. Exhale, baby back bend again. Here we go. Inhale, back up to mountain. Exhale, drop your right arm down and reach across with the left side stretch to the right. Keep your left shoulder back. Do you feel this in your left side obliques? Inhale, up to mountain, reset. Exhale to the right. Bring your right arm, your left arm down, right arm reaches. Nice. Inhale, up to mountain. Catch the baby back bend. Exhale, slowly come back down to chair. And then as you're coming down, keep lowering your butt. Keep going all the way down so you can hit a low boat here. So your butt is on the ground, your legs are nice and long, lifted, maybe about a foot off of the ground. Your arms are nice and long. This is low boat. From the low boat, we're gonna do a few little ab engagements here. From here, let's do a few boat crunches. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your chest towards your knees. Nice, extend, crunch, extend, crunch. Maybe you want to add the arms in, pretend like you're actually rowing a boat with your arms. That's the movement. We engage so much of our core in this class because our core is so pivotal, so important to our yoga practice. It's literally the center of all postures. So this is a little bit of a workout class just to get you ready and strong for all the other balancing postures we're going to be doing. Nice. We're here for 4, 3. Yes, you can for 2. Legs up the wall in 1. Follow your legs all the way. Come to lie down behind you, so much so that your toes touch the mat above your head. Reverse forward fold, not. And breathe. Maybe your toes touch the mat. Make sure your hips are stacked roughly above your core. You want to create as much of a straight line with your back as possible. So push your hips forward even more to do so. Maybe bring your hands behind your lower back. Breathe. From here, keeping your right leg where it is, bring your left leg so your toes touch the ceiling. So you're creating an L posture with your legs. And then switch them out. Right leg goes up, left leg goes down. And then switch again. So you're doing these little L kicks while we're just on our shoulders, our upper back. We're here for 4, 3, legs up the wall this time in 2, and 1. Hold it, candlestick pose. Point your toes face the ceiling. Use your hands to guide your back and breathe. Hold it here just for a few seconds. It's hard to really get the perfect like eye shape here, so try your best. And then slowly bend your knees so your knees come into your face, your ears. And then take one big swift movement and pop up back to chair. Whew. Together still? It's a big movement. I recognize that. It's a fun little rocking pose. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to thighs, hands to mat. Inhale up to halfway lift, hands to thighs. Exhale, plant your palms, high plank, step back. Hold it here. Can you take little toe taps by bringing your left toes to the left side of your mat, back to center, right, left. Nice. Here we go. Left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center. Your core should be heating up. Breathing nice and deeply here. Yes, you can. We're here for 4, 3, chaturanga in 2, and 1. Chaturanga, slowly bend into your arms, so much so that they can hold up your chest. Maybe take a few push-ups here, close-armed push-ups, and then pop up into upward facing dog, shining your chest forward, flipping your toes, engaging your core, thighs, and knees are off the ground. Hold it here for a few seconds and engage in this beautiful back bend. Nice. And then when you're ready, I want to stay here for longer. Flip your dog, push back, downward facing dog, hips up, heels down, and breathe. We're going to do that one more time, all together. Find stillness in your downward facing dog and slowly lower down to dolphin pose, bringing your elbows to the mat. So your hands and your elbows are in one line and your shoulders are in another. Keeping your hands exactly where they are, pop up into downward facing dog. And take a few of these push-ups from dolphin to down dog on your own time. Breathing nice and deep. This is hard stuff, I know that. We're working parts of our body like our forearms that maybe might not get a lot of love. So do your best. We're here for 4, 3, downward facing dog in 2, and 1, downward facing dog, push back. Inhale, see your hands. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat, toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins or thighs. Create a flat spine, so you're creating an L posture. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up to chair pose. Sit nice and low. Engage your core. Knit your thighs together, knees to touch. Sit nice and deep. Arms up. Elbows face as wrapped in as possible. So engage your triceps. Breathe. Yes, you can. And then slowly rise up to mountain. Take a one big inhale, maybe get a back bend here. And exhale back to mountain. Drop your right arm down, reach across the left, right side, left side stretch. Inhale back to mountain, reach across the right arm this time, right side body stretch. Nice. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, slowly lower to chair. And once you hit chair, slowly keep lowering, keep your heels on the ground for as long as possible. And then finally give in, lie back into this V-shaped posture. So 2 options here. This is going to be the last hard ab engagement of class, I promise. So option to do full-on V-ups, which looks like leaning back and then crunching forward with your whole upper body off the ground. That's one option, which I'm not doing very gracefully. The other option is to keep your upper back on the ground and do the same motions with your legs and your arms. It's a little less intense on your upper body. I'm gonna do this option because it is really hard to talk and do full-on V-ups at the same time, let alone doing full-on V-ups by itself. So breathe here. We exhale on the hardest part of the stretch or the exercise. So for me, that's when I'm crunching forward. So inhale, extend, exhale, crunch. Beautiful. We're here for just a few seconds. Yes, you can. We're here for 8, 7. Can you go a little faster? 6. Breathe it out. 5. Here we go. 4, 3. Long body stretch in 2. And 1 long body stretch. Extend your arms nice and long, legs nice and long. Take a minute. Woo. Hard stuff. Then plant your feet back on the ground and rise up into this reverse forward fold, bringing your toes behind your head, popping up off of your lower back, using your hands as a tripod stand. And just feel this amazing hamstring stretch, breathing deeply into it in these quiet moments of class. Maybe you close your eyes, connect back to your breath. Nice to see you, Trina. You guys look beautiful. Same thing from here. This time, bring your right leg straight up towards the ceiling, point the toes. Feel this L posture, and then switch it. Left leg goes up, right leg goes down. Maybe you ditch the arms to add even more of a core strengthener here. But take these scissor kicks on your own pace, your own time. This still really feels great in my hamstrings. We're here for 4, 3, legs up the wall, in 2, and 1, legs up the wall. Candlestick pose, actually, that's the real term. Hold it. Can you get even straighter? What does that look like? Engage your core. Engage your glutes to bring your hips forward, keeping your toes back. For 4, 3, bend your knees in 2, and 1. Slowly bend your knees, lowering your lower back down to the ground, and then rock forward in one swift motion, maybe a little more gracefully than I did, up into chair. We've been here before. Option to stay in chair, that's a hard pose as is, or option to try crow pose with me. What does crow pose look like? Bring your hands to the mat, create a little spidey grip with your palms, so only your fingers and your bottom palms, the lower part of your palms, are on the ground. Then connect your knees to your triceps. So you want to find a nice, beautiful grip with your knees and your triceps. You're bending your arms, so your arms create a nice shelf for those knees. Then look ahead of you, create like a triangle with your hands and your gaze, and slowly come forward. The weight shift is probably the hardest part to get used to. And once you're comfortable, lift one foot off, and then you maybe lift the other. If this feels really good, bring your toes even closer to your butt. If that feels good, try straightening your arms. Wherever you are, fail, succeed, trying is good enough. I still am working on my crow. It's so hard, especially after all that tricep work that we did. And when you're ready to move on, just meet me in Vinyasa, this like yogi squat with your legs nice and wide, using the palms of your hands to press your elbows into your knees. This is a really nice post-crow pose. Beautiful. All right, let's do a chaturanga. Plant your hands, step your feet back, hold high plank for a second, and just let's take plank jacks. So our toes are touching, and then they go on the opposite side of our mat. In, out, in, out. Can you do this? Yes, you can. Isolate the movement as much as you can to your lower back and your lower parts of your body. Just your legs are moving here. Keep your core as strong, as stable, and as steady as you can. We're here for 4, 3, 2 chaturanga push-ups, and 1 chaturanga push-ups. Maybe take 1, maybe take them on your knees, wherever you are. Meet me in upward facing dog, and then push back into downward facing dog. Whew. Take a few breaths here, a few moments to yourself. I always stress this is a really hard class, so take water, take a break as you see fit. And just keep breathing. It's like Dory, just keep swimming, just keep breathing. All right, here we go. Inhale, bring your toes to touch. Exhale here, sorry, that was a lame instruction. Bring your toes to touch. Inhale, your right leg high. Open, bend, and stretch the knee so you get this awesome hip opener. Maybe take circles, maybe keep stagnant. Do whatever feels good for you. Point or flex the toes to activate the shin. And then slowly round forward. Bring the foot in between the hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. So we're in mountain pose from the waist up, 90-degree bend in your right leg. You're on the tippy toes of your left foot. Sit even lower, bump that left hip forward so it's in line with right. Knit your ribs together. Shoulders down, triceps in. So many instructions. Beautiful. This is my favorite pose, especially for my hips. My hips are very, very tight. So stand here, get nice and comfortable in it for a second. Nice. Bring your hands to heart center. Hinge your upper body forward and then turn to the right so your left elbow catches your right knee. Revolved crescent to the right. Can you sink your right knee in even further? Can you open up to the right side wall even more by bringing that right shoulder back? Breathe here. Option to take a bind by bringing your left arm through and your right arm goes behind you. This is really hard to hold and my right glute's already firing up. Ooh, if you were in the bind, come out of it. Come into a neutral reversed crescent. From here, pop up into reversed half moon. What does that look like? Keeping your arms kind of where they are in the twist. Pop up off of your left leg. So we're only on the right leg here. Lift that left leg so it's parallel to the mat. So your lower body is parallel to the mat and your upper body is perpendicular. Keep that right arm nice and high. Open up to the right side wall. This is hard stuff, guys. My right glute is giving out. So take breaks as you need it. Maybe you bring your left hand to the ground to help steady you. Whatever feels best for you today is awesome. Can you twist even more? Can you lift that leg even higher? For 4, 3, warrior 3, in 2, and 1. Keep that left leg off the ground. Swing your arms forward into warrior 3. My right glute is killing. Woo! We're gonna fall out and then we're gonna come right back in. Here we go. Warrior 3, left leg up. So this is like a Superman pose. Engage your core. Your whole upper body and your left leg is parallel to the mat. Drop that right hip down in line with the left. Just for 4, 3, dancer's pose in 2, and 1. Bend into the left knee. Grab your left foot with your hand. Bring your right arm nice and high and slowly keeping your chest nice and high too. Bring your left thigh up. Woo! You should feel this in your left thigh and a beautiful bend in your lower back. It's not about how high you can get your leg up. It's really about how intense this back bend is or the thigh stretch. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I like to keep my hand on my heart or somewhere on my body. A little more stabilizing for me right now. And breathe into it. Connect back to something beyond you. Maybe it's your practice. Maybe it's the snow outside. Can you kick your leg even higher? Slowly Let go of the leg, but keep it off the ground. Hinge forward, hinge it forward, all the way up into L posture. So your left leg now in front of you, flexed and in line with your hip if you can get it up there. We all here? Nice. Wow, my posture is giving out. From here, bend into both knees, figure four. Bring your left ankle on your right thigh, sit nice and low. Same thing as chair pose here. You don't want to round forward with your upper body. You want to keep your chest up, nice, tall, and proud, shoulders down, sitting nice and low. This is more of a lower body thing than an upper body exercise. Yes, you can. Can you sit a little deeper? So much so you feel a beautiful stretch in your left side glute. One last posture, and I swear we're getting off our right leg for the rest of class. From here, preparing for eagle. Let's start off with eagle legs. Slowly cross your left leg over the right. So you're like curtsying kind of. Then maybe bring your left toes to the ground to stabilize you. And then bring your left arm below your right, wrapping your arms around each other, keeping your elbows nice and high in line with your shoulders. Maybe lift off your left toes for a fully balanced posture. So you're just on your right foot. Sit nice and low. Engage your core, so much so that your shoulders are in line with your hips. Again, you don't want to round forward. You want to sit tall, like you're sitting up against a wall. Nice. Breathe deeply here. Sit a little lower for 4, 3. Shake it out in 2 and 1. Oh my gosh. Ah, this was hard. But it's okay. Do a little dance. Shake it out. See how your right glute is killing and your left hasn't had anything yet. We're about to change that. Here we go. Inhale up to mountain, get the little back bend. Oh my gosh, that feels good. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Bring your shoulders behind you. Exhale, plant your palms, step back. Do your chaturanga push-ups or not. And just meet me in upward facing dog. Or not, and just meet me in downward facing dog. Whew. Here we go, guys. We're in this together. You can tell by my breath that this class is immensely challenging for me too. Bring your toes to touch at the center of your mat. Inhale your left toes nice and high. Bend into that knee, open, bend, and stretch. So you get this beautiful hip opener. Take circles, flex or bend your toes. Feel what's good for you. Look underneath your armpit. Really open up into the hip here. Whew, here we go. Look forward. Inhale, step your foot between your hands. Or that's an exhale, I'm sorry. And then now you inhale up to crescent lunge. Here we go. Arms up, left leg, 90-degree bend. We're on the tippy toes of our right foot. You wanna work to get that back leg as straight as possible, but option to take a bend too. There's really no right posture, but the straight leg is a little more active than the bent leg. Beautiful. Bump that right hip in line with the left. Knit your lower ribs together. Shoulders down, triceps in, pinkies in. Whew. Here we go. Breathing here. I'm still like out of breath from that last sequence. How are we gonna get through this next one? Here we go. We're all in this together. From here, bring your hands to heart center in a prayer pose. Inhale, hinge your upper body forward, activating that left thigh. Exhale, twist to the left. Grab that left elbow and push away from the left knee. Revolved crescent. Work that left shoulder further back. Sit even deeper into your left knee. Always options on these crescent is to come down off of your back knee. There are so many beautiful options, and that's one of them. Can you sit even deeper in that front leg? My left thigh's heating up fast. Option to take the bind here by bringing your left arm behind you, and then, oh my gosh, and then your right arm binds through. Ooh. I don't even think I can make the bind today. Breathing, sitting deeper, coming out of it when you need to. My left side is not as strong as my right today. for 4, 3, come back into revolved crescent if you weren't there, in 2, and 1, hop up into reversed half moon. What does that look like? Bring your right leg this time off of the ground, so high so it's parallel to the mat. And then open your arms so your left arm goes nice and high, your right arm goes low. Maybe connect your right arm to the mat. Oh my gosh. Can you keep that right arm or right leg even higher? Left arm even higher, right shoulder back. So always in these half moon postures, our lower back, our lower body is parallel to the mat and our upper body is perpendicular. We're here for just a few more seconds. For 4, 3, warrior 3, in 2, and 1, keeping your lower body where it is. Bring your left arm to meet your right in a Superman pose. Breathing deeply. Maybe you take a slight bend in your left leg to avoid locking that left knee. Oh my gosh, warrior 3. Feels really good, but really hard on my thigh. Open mouth breaths here, guys. This is really hard stuff. We're here for just 4, 3, dancer's pose in 2, and 1, dancer's pose. Kick into that right leg. Grab for that right foot with your right hand. Left arm comes nice and high. And slowly kick that right leg nice and high. I love this pose. It's a beautiful back bend. You guys look super strong. When we're in these long balancing postures, find one place, either on the ground or somewhere in front of you, to rest your eyes. That's called the drishti. It's an unmoving focal point in front of us, so that if our eyes are balanced, so can our body be. Can you get a little higher? And slowly release the hand to foot grip, tick-tocking that right leg up into L posture. Right leg is straight ahead of you, nice and straight. Flex the foot. Can you bring it even higher? Even higher. Yes, you can. Work that hip and slowly bend into both knees. Figure 4. Sit nice and low. Nice. Again, engage your core. The goal here is to bend your left knee as much as possible, keeping your chest nice and tall. You want a flat spine. Hands to prayer. Do you feel that stretch in your right side glute? If not, sit a little lower. Just for a few seconds, I swear. From here, eagle posture on the right side. Slowly cross your right leg over your left. Maybe take your toes as a kickstand. And this time, wrap your right arm below your left, making palms to touch. Sit nice and deep, shoulders over hips. Sit nice and tall. Chest is up, not rounded forward. Maybe you lift off your right toes. Maybe you double wrap your toes around your shins. Keep your elbows nice and high. Even higher. Feel it in your triceps and your shoulders. It's a beautiful upper back stretch. Just for 4, 3, 2, 2.5, and 1. Release. Woo! It's almost the end of class, guys. It's okay. Shake it out. See how your legs are a little different or a little more even now. Yeah, okay. We're still all together here. Inhale up to mountain. Take your last standing back bend. Exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center. Bring your hands down to the mat. Release your neck muscles. Maybe sway briefly here. Notice the sensations in your legs and your feet. Mine are on the verge of like tingling. Beautiful. Inhale up to halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, high plank. Your chaturanga here. Maybe you skip the push-ups. Maybe you do them. Just meet me in downward facing dog, with or without upward facing dog, whenever you're ready. Exhale. This is your last downward facing dog of class, so really dig deep into it. Press away from your palms. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Maybe bend your knees a little while also pressing your heels down low. Nice. Slowly come and have a seat on your knees. And then come and have a seat on your butt. Bring your feet to touch. Your knees are nice and out wide. Butterfly posture. Keep a nice, tall, flat spine, and then slowly hinge forward from your hips to open up into your inner thighs. We did this before, kind of that opening frog posture. See how a little more open you are now. We've made it to the surrender part of the class. Chelsea, Thomas, Shay, Katie, Kelly, Trina, we did it. You did it. Keeping that left leg nice and close to your body. Extend your right leg long and to the side. Pivot your shoulders so they're framing the right foot and slowly bend forward again from the hips for a beautiful hamstring stretch. If you want an additional side body stretch, slowly open up your left shoulder and reach across with your left arm nice and high. If you're super open here, grab a block and reach for that instead. The goal again isn't to bring your chest to your thigh, but to hinge forward from your hips. So your ribs should touch your thighs before your chest. And begin to slow down your breath. Slow down your mind. Slowly rise up to center, shoulders back over hips, and switch it out. Right leg comes in, nice and close. Pivot over your straight left leg and fold forward, hamstring stretch. Option to open up that right shoulder so you get another right side stretch as well. So many beautiful options. Let's begin to power down. Just bring your mind to say thank you to your body for arriving on your mat, for spending 45 minutes doing some pretty hard stuff. Maybe you fell out of postures, maybe you sweat, maybe you shook. It's all good stuff. I did too. And I'm doing it on camera for the whole world to see. So if I can do it, you can too. Nice. Slowly rise up to stand or to sit, and then bring your legs in front of you. Let's take one hamstring stretch together with both toes in. Slowly pivot forward from, again, your hips. Keeping that chest up nice and high. Maybe you begin to shut your eyes here. Beautiful. With your last bit of core strength, come back up and slowly keep going all the way back down so your upper body hits your mat. Yes. Hug both knees into your chest. Give a little squeeze. Extend your right leg long. Use your right hand to guide your left knee to your right side body for supine twist. Keep your left shoulder on the mat. The goal here is to find a beautiful lower body stretch, a lower back stretch, spine. Not to get your right knee to touch the ground. It was really hard, but I feel really, really good. Soak in all the work that you just put in. And switch it out. Bring your left hip back down to the ground. Hug both knees in for a reset. This time extend your left leg not long. Hug that right knee in and slowly twist to the left. Keep your left shoulder on the ground. Feel a lower body release. And come back to the idea of gratitude. Twist a little deeper. A little more. And then come back to center. Hug both knees in. Grab for the outer or inner sides of your feet for happy baby. Bend your knees, bring them close to your armpits, bring your toes nice and wide. Maybe rock back and forth, left and right, massaging your lower back. Maybe you straighten one leg out or the other to see how open you got after these last 45 minutes. It's amazing what 45 minutes every day can do to your body. And then hug both knees in one last time. Wrap your arms around your shins and bring your forehead to your knees. So take one big inhale here, the biggest one yet. Open mouth, exhale. Let it all go. Shavasana. Your legs go long, your arms go straight. Breathe. Feel yourself melt onto your mat. Close your eyes. Release any tension you're storing in your face. Do a body scan. Do you feel a little lighter? A little more open, a little more balanced, a little more free? You're welcome to stay in this posture for as long as you like. If you would like to move on with me, slowly bend into your knees, closing out class, and rise up to have a nice big seat on the top of your mat. Bring your shoulders above your hips, engage your core for one last time. But make this light and easy. Bring your hands to your heart in a prayer pose. I want to thank you all for showing up on your mat with me today. I know it's a cruddy day. It's so fun to come and connect together in this beautiful space and community. So I appreciate you so much. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows. This is your seat of intuition. Namaste means the light, the love, and the teacher in me honors and loves the light, the love, and the teacher in every single one of you. We bow forward and we say, Namaste.